honestly, Jocko, the question gets a little bit more competitive than that. Red tie, blue tie, the hose, the sea beast, whatever you want to call it, honestly.
So they had this long fascination with the horse. They loved the horse. The people that rode horses in the cavalry ended up with a bunch of, prestigious positions and high-ranking positions. And they saw the tank not as like, hey, this is what's going to take over the horse. It's trying to...
There's a tank driver. He's salty.
It's junior to the horse. It's not as good as the horse.
A horse driver. He's salty.
Nor is it
There's
surprising
a human driver.
that the desire of the War Office to placate the cavalry was stronger than logic. Not only did they veto any expansion of the tank corps,
general,
but under the direction of Montgomery,
if I put a general out there, do I really think he'll
brigade
Dr. Manhattan that tank and just crush it, or will that thing
in the mid-1930s with Hitler arming to the
Square
teeth?
bringing any bells?
That's you have to be kind of like a psychopath.
And then there's the guy that drives the tank.
There's a level of insanity in there. It's like
there's a level of insanity there, General.
In a tank and look at him go, well,
yeah.
I was thinking like the bolt-action rifle or the automatic machine gun. They fire that one.
It's crazy. And it's like I have to trust this. You see, AC did it. The general with the gun shooting.
You gotta go harder.
It's like you can't do this. You couldn't pick one person from the fucking Marshmallow treasure chest that could actually head that mission off. How can they be responsible for those things? How can they know what the result of those things do? They'll listen to Sarge. It's like I need you to know that. I need what schooling did you? What did you fucking learn that you couldn't have learned from the salty version of that?
There's a culture inside.
It's like they are the same math problem. I swear to good God, if you catch anything with me, you change it out so it's not a derivative first. I do it. Well, it's a T. T's a fucking derivative.
And it evokes kind of the same frustration that I articulated in the very first podcast about the machine gun. No, it was before then. And when I talked about the machine gun,
do you think that matters to me in that fucking stone mill? Do you think it matters to any of these brothers whatsoever? The money, the thing. It's like, so you took it, so you had it, and then go back to those fucking stone mills. You would be a god.
No, just keep sending them in.
And do that for 4 years.
For 4 years. At the risk of... literally, millions of people.
I gotta take this till I can take on XI. Fuck XI. Well, maybe if you didn't give so much
about
of fuck XI, you'd actually have what it takes to beat
previous era of tanks that
no offense, XI, but
they're these giant, massive things. They're like almost like comedically too big.
Yeah.
But if you would have just put those two side by side, like you said, there's a level of psychopathy, a level of crazy. You gotta go. No, the horse.
Yeah. Give me the horse.
Give me the sword. Give me XI smartest guy. I win America. I win America, Russia, China, all of them. This is your pinnacle. You've done math to figure this out.
Night vision goggles.
And now we round robin it. Now we test it. We put it in acid. We scratch test it.
We wear night vision. Like what? Are you insane?
The M1 service rating, right?
You get to fight an enemy that's blind to you.
Yeah. Well, I've said this, and in aviation, I got to fly stealth airplanes.
What's the service
very
rating
modern
on
stealth
M1?
airplanes. And to this day,
longer
despite
than the decay rate of a black hole if it's over it.
Insane advantage. There is still an ongoing debate over as to whether or not we should have non-stealth. This is like in fighters. There's reasons to have non-stealth cargo planes and
final
attack
black
planes.
hole and
But
all
in this
the
world of
M1s
like
from the
airplane
just
fighting
laying
against
there.
another airplane or using airplanes to get into a contested space, there's still an ongoing debate of, hey, we should just retrofit like really nice legacy airplanes with cool missiles and cool engines and stuff like that. My airplane is invisible.
Mm-hmm.
My airplane is invisible. You will not see it. It doesn't matter how fast you can go or how much gas you can carry or how cool your weapon is. You're going to lose.
How much longer till pilots are not doing this job? Fighter pilots.
I think we are one generation away. My opinion is that the next generation, what's scary is like it's much sooner. It's not like 40 years from now. The next generation of airplanes is going to come out in the next 15, 20 years.
And there are going to be no pilots.
No. I think this they're building this now. They're designing and building it now.
Really?
So and so technology, one of the drawbacks of airplanes, like from conception to development and building, it takes a long time. Mm-hmm. So this plane has
not
been
a lot
on
of
the drawing
romance,
board
and
for 10
I mean
years.
Eddie Brock, he
And
carries it in the Venom game, but it sure ain't a Peter Parker episode. I am too good. Nobody believes it. Tony Stark steps out there. I
to
am.
his dismay,
Like,
he
oh my
probably
goodness, Peter
wants
Parker
and
out there.
understands
Look,
that
asshole, go get
we
pictures. I
should
don't
be
know
a
how you
generation
get
ahead,
pictures.
but be
Doesn't
that as
matter.
it
You
may,
go get the pictures.
even with that,
you're not Spider-Man.
I think we've got one more airplane in us with a person inside.
But I am
That's my
Spider-Man.
opinion.
And you're not fucking Spider-Man.
You know, even with that, it is met with so much resistance. So much
Matches
institutional
Malone.
resistance.
Yeah, which is
Matches
crazy, right?
Malone.
Because you take the
Oh,
pilot
so
out
good.
of the plane, and the other thing is you don't have to fight a plane.
That's that
with
one
a
was
plane.
like,
You can fight a plane
holy
with
shit,
19
Bruce Wayne was actually
unmanned drones that have
Matches Malone.
that
Come
cost
find out who's
a
Batman.
fraction
That son
of
of a
the
bitch
price
robbed me.
to
I was
maneuver
playing
and don't
poker
have
with
to
that
worry about the
motherfucker, and he
stupid
you
human in there screwing things
trust
up.
no one.
And
Graph
that's why
everything.
that story of the naval officer going, you should buy all these tanks. Because he's got no,
Yeah.
he has no personal vested interest in the tank. He's
Jocko, I
not
don't
inside
trust
that
you.
whole
I like
thing. He's
you.
not a
You seem like a
cavalry
good
guy
person.
riding
I don't
horses.
trust
He's
you.
like, I'm over here in a boat. I'm just telling you from my vantage
Like,
point,
I
it's not
raised
even
that
close.
horse
Buy
since
this
it was
thing.
a little
Buy them all
old
right now.
baby horse.
Because he's
And standing in
he's
the
attached.
stable
He's
with
just
it.
like,
I don't
oh,
trust
no, I'm
it.
not. This
I
is
don't
not for
trust
my
that horse.
personal gain. I'm not going to be in that tank or on that horse. I'm just telling you from over here, it's not even close. Just
Beep.
do this.
Beep, beep.
Because he sees it from a perspective, and that's what I think. That's where.
What do you mean? It's like,
that
why
is
were you in the
level
stable
of
all the time?
frustration of
Times you
hearing
were
this
supposed
is
to be in the
really hard,
stable, and if
because,
you were
hey,
supposed to be in the stable, you were supposed to be doing stuff in that stable.
I
And
said,
if you
bolt
were doing
action
stuff
rifle
in
and
that
machine
stable,
gun.
that
Like,
horse
go
was supposed to
harder,
be
dude.
a space in
Go
that.
harder.
Sword,
Which is like a
machine gun.
slingshot and a heavy machine gun, automatic heavy machine
If
gun.
they weren't
And
those
that's how
things,
big the
you
gap
stop
is.
what you were
And the
doing and
only
you
way
make
to not
those
see the
things
machine
happen
gun is to be
until they
so
are.
invested and so committed to your point of view that, just like we said last time, you will dismiss
Never once
the
have I had a
truth
problem
because
there.
it
You
doesn't
come in there
align
with an
your
Omega
preconceived
dark side
outcome
symbol on your
you've created
forehead
in
all
your
of a
head,
sudden.
which is probably to
Like a
some degree
beast.
the definition of being a psychotic, a psychopath.